I get a comment on, I think, every single one of my videos nowadays, where people are mentioning the logo I put down at the bottom left, thinking that I'm hiding my rank and that I'm somehow ashamed of it for some reason. And I guess I can see why you would mostly not want to take advice from someone who's not good at the game, and being a low rank is probably a pretty good indicator of how good you are at the game. So, I want to talk about that. First of all, can we at least mention the fact that if I'm trying to hide my rank, I'm doing a pretty piss-poor fucking job of it. In every single video, I jump. And you can very clearly see the little symbol behind the logo down there. And most recently it's been Platinum. Last season it was Master, and the season before that it was Diamond. I also show it every time I hit Tab. So it's not about hiding my rank, mostly. There is a slight element to that, which I will concede to, but it's more about general viewership. And I want people who are really curious to know my rank to be able to find it in every video. But I don't want people to be thinking about my rank when they're watching my video, so I do cover it up most of the time. I will admit that that element is there, but that's been there since last season. That was there while I was doing videos, while I was ranked Master. So that really isn't a side effect of being ashamed of my rank. It's just an effect of wanting a recognizable logo. I very regularly take sections of my video and turn them into GIFs to cross-post to Reddit, and having that logo down there both simultaneously stands out and it's non-intrusive, and that is, to me, the sign of a really good watermark. People recognize it, they know it's there, they see it in every single clip, but it doesn't get in the way of the footage at all. That is my primary reason for putting the logo down there. That, coupled with, like I said, wanting my rank to not be at the forefront of people's mind, is the two biggest reasons for having it down there. That being said, I am Platinum this season, and I totally fucking deserve it. Any season's rank is significant. It's a signifier of how people are playing that season. And I'm playing really fucking terrible this season, and that is primarily because I am just piss poor at aiming. I got to higher ranks in previous seasons by generally avoiding DPS classes that have to aim a lot. I didn't play a lot of CSGO, I'm not really good at sniping in TF2. My best classes in TF2 was the Scout, where you don't need to have particularly good aim. It's more about body movements than mouse movements, and it's always been a big weakness of mine. So I've decided to dedicate this entire season to playing only McCree, because fuck that guy. No, I've decided to play because only McCree, because he is the character that aims and basically does nothing other than aiming. So that is one reason why I absolutely deserve Platinum, is because I'm playing my worst class this entire season. Secondly, it's because I am maining this character. I'm insta-locking him every single game because I want to play him. If sometimes I'll get in games where I get distracted or something, and then I won't get one of the two DPS classes. But in other games where other people pick all DPS, I'm not willing to switch off, whereas I have been in previous seasons. So if I'm the first person to pick DPS, I stick with it, and if other people don't want to be team players, that's on them. But if I wasn't the first to pick DPS, then I will switch to some other class, so I have some hours on some other class. Basically, I just want to be playing all McCree all the time this season so that I can get good with him, and more specifically so that I can get good with him in competitive, knowing where people are coming from and learning how to I forget what it's called, cursor placement, like pre-select cursor placement on specific maps, and it's all specifically so I can get better, and I think I'm doing pretty good. As much as I played McCree in Quick, I had like a 55% win rate in Quick Match, but in my previous seasons it was like a 35% win rate in competitive. Just really embarrassingly bad. And this season I've almost got him up to 50%, so I am getting better. So that being said, I'm basically losing the games when I could probably be winning if I had decided to play around other people's DPS picks, which I'm not. And also just I'm playing my worst character, the character that I have poor skill with all the time, specifically so that I can get better with him. Now, all in all, that's a pretty good explanation for why I am not climbing with McCree. But I actually started out this season in Platinum because I had probably the biggest losing spree that I've seen anyone have ever in Overwatch. I lost, I think, 980 SR right at the end of last season. And I would like to blame some of that on attrition, like the SR you lose when you haven't played for a while. Because I think I was like 3,400, and then I didn't play, and then I dropped down to 3,000. But I actually gained that back, so I can't blame it on that. So I went back up to like 3,400, and then I dropped down to like 2,500. And then that's when the season ended, when I was at that low of rank, and then I got my placement matches, of which I think tied 2 and won 3 and lost 5, which was, again, awful, so I placed pretty poorly. I just kind of stayed in Platinum, so that, in conjunction with the fact that I haven't been really trying to gain rank, I've just been trying to practice my aiming, my McCree, is a pretty solid reason. And finally, anyone who plays enough Overwatch and knows strategy, regardless of skill with individual character, if they put in the hours, will slowly be gaining rank, and that, I think, is probably the biggest reason why I'm still Platinum. This is a breakdown of my hours this entire season. You would think, wow, for an Overwatch YouTuber, which hopefully I'm just, you know, a YouTuber who plays Overwatch right now. I may in the future also do other games like I've done games in the past. Anyways, as someone whose primary game is Overwatch at the moment, that's not very many hours, and that is very true. I actually... Maybe I'll do a vlog on this, discuss it in more detail. I had illness. I had a pretty unfortunate bout of a mental illness that left me with basically inability to work or do mostly anything for like 5 months, which is also why I haven't been doing a whole lot of videos. So all of those factors in combination with each other have led to the fact that yes, I am Platinum. No, I'm not ashamed of it. There's obviously reasons when I was trying to rank up, I was ranking up, and right now I'm not trying to rank up. I'm trying to get good, which sadly they're not one and the same. I'm trying to improve a skill set. I didn't have a lot of hours. I hit a bad luck streak, but I deserve Platinum because I have not been putting in the hours necessary to climb, and I have not been playing around other teammates' picks, and I have not been trying to play the best character for any specific map or situation. That is why I fucking deserve Platinum. When you stop doing those things is when you climb, and that's why I haven't been fucking climbing. So no, I'm not ashamed of my rank. The logo is not anything to do with trying to hide what my rank is, but for anyone who thinks it's indicative of how good you are at the game, there's your answer. You know, I do suck at aiming. I think I'm good in other ways. My rank is probably pretty accurately representative of how I'm playing this season. And I know I probably should put some effort into getting back up to Master so that I could, you know, like from a business standpoint, it would be good to have that credibility, and I'm sure I could do it, but just for my own reasons of playing FPSs all my life and generally being bad at the sniper and shooting based classes like this, it's just something that I've always wanted to do. I just really wanted to get better, so I decided to set aside this whole season to play McCree, and I don't regret it. You guys, I think, my serious viewers now know what the reason is. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't think you should be either. It's all really just representative of how you play, and obviously luck plays a huge factor. I also do want to do another video on the statistics, the statistical breakdown of climbing ranks, but that's a talk for another day. I've still got to do my Genji climbing video on that, but that's all I wanted to talk about for today. So I will catch you guys next time.
I require healing. I require healing. I require healing. I require healing. I need healing. I require healing. I need healing. I require healing.